What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and Onslaught 303, the Temple of the Necrotic. Now, I haven't gotten the temple in quite a while in Onslaught, actually, and figured I would go ahead and run through and try to record it, see how it goes. Could go smoothly, could go badly. We will see. First things first, let's check out these flyer lanes. We got EMP camis up here. So we're going to have EMPs, we've got the regular flying kobolds, and we got some wyverns. Now, I do know this map is, quite frequently, it will have some very intense flyer waves towards the end of it. So I am going to, what are we going to do? I think I'm going to go with a PDT and a Skyguard. Of course, I got storm damage on my PDTs, I've got water damage on my Skyguard, so I'm hoping to get that electrocute combo in the mix to help me out with some of the larger packs. So let's just go ahead and throw that Skyguard right on top of it. And let's take a look at this flyer lane. Okay, over here we've got controlled burn. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same setup on this lane. Yeah, let's do it. Let's throw a Skyguard down and then a PDT just right in front of it. Now, starting over at this side, we've got Omega Squad Delta. These guys have Bullet Sponge, and they're phased. One thing is there's no ranged mobs here, which gives me a little bit of security against this core here. Now, that, of course, is just a sub-objective. If it goes, it's not the end of the world, but I'd prefer to keep it right there. Let's see, with that Bullet Sponge on there, I'm going to want to avoid projectiles, and I think we'll just go with kind of a standard spammer here with Weapon Man's, a Lightning Strike Aura, and a Flame Aura. I'd kind of like to get something else down here. You know what? I think I'm going to throw a Snake in the back here, just for good measure. We'll get a little Sand Viper action going right back here and back, and then that will also assist slightly with those flyers. Alright, now over here we got all skellies all day. We got Maximum Effort and Headstrong there. Enraged. We've got Spellbreaker going here. So, alright, these skellies are not going to be able to be stunned, in that lane anyway. I think what I'll do, just to mix it up here a little bit, is we'll go with Proton Beams. So let's put a Proton on each stair. Now the freeze is not going to apply to the mobs that are in that Headstrong lane. However, it will apply to the rest. And then, you know, let's just go with that Weapon Man, or pardon me, the Lightning Strike Aura and Flame Aura as well. And then in addition to that, I want to add a little bit more in somewhere. Now these lanes, of course, are all skeletons, and skeletons, just like frost mobs, take double damage against fire. So I do want to get a little bit more fire going here. And even though these are Gobu Boom Fishers, and there's clearly no Gobus here, I am going to throw them on just for a little bit of additional damage that's easy to stack up. Now in this lane we've got that Spellbreaker aspect, so we want to put some physical damage in. And why don't we go with a couple of Splodies? I think that will help out quite a bit. Let's see, can we get two right next to each other? Let's see. Yeah, let's get two of them right there. I think that will actually do it. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Now, I've got, what, 670 DU left for two big lanes. Now, I debated on just turtling this one and bringing everything back here, but I'm unsure if that's what I want to do, because we do have a few things that would make spawn camps a little bit easier. Now, we do have that Lethargic, which enemies start stronger but get weaker the longer they live. You would actually benefit from building way back with that. We've got Piling On here. See, and then here we've got Frontline, Proximity, and Armored. Actually, I think a turtle build will be quite effective here. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to try to just turtle the whole thing out right here, right at the objective. Let's see. Oh man, wouldn't that be sweet if that Weapon Man would reach all the way over there? I think I'll just go ahead and set up. I've got plenty of DU. So let's get a weapon manufacturer there. We'll get another one, say here. And then this lane we've got the Cyfrost Whompers coming up. Might as well throw another one down over here. Where do we want it? Let's just go ahead and slap it down right there. Now over here, Cyfrost Whompers, we do have a bunch of Frost Orcs. And we got a bunch of Frost Goblins. Now I could get benefits really from either of my Fisher sets. I could go with Anti-Frost or I could go with the Gobu Boom, and both would work out really, really well. I think, just to make life easier, I'm going to go a Lightning Strike Aura, and then we'll go with the Anti-Frost route. So let's go with 3 Fishers like that. We'll go and throw a Flame Aura in the mix there too. And that's going to leave me 170 DU left for these lanes. I've got front line over here with proximity. And then we've got the Orcish Horde and Omega Squad Epsilon over here. Decisions. Let's go... Tell you what, let's go with a Lightning Strike and a Flame Aura. And then a Lightning Strike and a Flame Aura. That leaves me 70 left. I'm so tempted on these longer lanes just to throw some Spawn Camp and Fishers in down here. Very, very tempting. In fact, I think I'm going to go for it. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Gobu Boom Fishers, because they do have tenacity on them. And we do have some Cyborgs coming out here. And let's go way back with them. Let's go like, I don't want them right up in the spawn. Let's go something like that, and that actually eats up all the DU. So let's see how this is going to run. Could be sketchy. I'm pretty much thinking I'm going to have to park over here. I'm not super confident on how well this is going to go. The Cyborgs are just going to sit there and hammer away at that Fisher until they die, which is kind of convenient. And you see I'm using that Frostfire weapon, which is just really, really strong. So far, so good. See, we got something finally pushing up here. I am worried about those Skellies slightly. But, I mean, it's nothing around to upgrades won't solve over there. And then I do have Lava Guardians on the very far lane, so I do want to keep an eye on those. Let's go ahead and see if we can't put a little bit of work into that guy. There we go. Very nice. Get some of that Frostfire stacked up over here, and holy crap, it's still going over here. That is just crazy. I'm not 100% positive, but I think that this might be proccing off of Beacon of the Storm, too. And we do know that Beacon of the Storm will bounce around a little bit, so if it's getting a killing blow, I think it could be proccing off of that. No doubt there. And, yep, the Skellies did indeed pass. Let's see if we can't get some of that Frostfire going here. There we go, and that should help out burning the rest of that pack down. And how we coming over here? That is just absolutely absurd. That Frostfire is extremely powerful. I'm hoping that Trendy intended to have that effect, and that's not above and beyond, but I mean, it's kind of difficult to not think that that isn't above and beyond. It's just really, really strong. Let's see how we're coming here. The hard part is getting the killing blow. Once you get the killing blow, you can start stacking them up, and then everything's already drenched from all my spamming into everything. And I tell you, if there's a big pack there and you're running and melee them with a big nuke shot, it sets off so many of those Frostfire procs. It's just insane. Alright, well, we got through that no problem. Let's definitely get an up on each of these flyer defenses here, as I just don't want to take any chances. And then remember, I do have the Lava Guardians here. Oh, we got a Hex Thrower this time. That makes me a little bit nervous about the core here. See if maybe I can thin something out somewhere. We've got 10 left over. I was hoping I had an extra LSA sitting somewhere. Didn't double up on any of those though. I guess I could go with, I'll get rid of one of these fissures and then just upgrade those to make up for it, but I really would feel a lot better about having a reflect beam over here. And of course the reflect beam is also going to give us a little protection versus the Lava Guardian too. So, do I want to put it right on the core? Why not? Let's just go ahead and use all 40 of the DU. Something like that should work. Then let's get some ups on our snakes. Let's just hit all this stuff over here. I know that the skellies did start to sneak through, so let's upgrade all of this. Get that fissure squared away, the proton. Let's just do it all up here. And then let's take a look at Wave 2. I need to get some upgrades on these up front fissures. Of course, they're not doing crap when you look at the overall damage. So, I mean, they just need upgrades. If you're going to just throw a defense up front like that, you've got to make sure you pump some upgrades into them, because it's just, you know, doing a couple of million damage to a mob that's got close to 100 million health is kind of pointless as far as upfront damage goes. Let's see if we can't get some more of these stacked up. We're stacked there. Those cyborgs are just going to sit there and hammer at it. Let me see if we can do the same thing over here. Try to get some stacks going on all of these lanes here. 18 million on a baby skelly. It just seems kind of rough. Get this Lava Guardian squared away. And same thing, just counting on that Grave Infection and the Frostfire Remnants, which is just vicious, vicious combination. I was lucky enough to get them both re-rolled to 10 out of 10 now, which is absurd, so I made that bad boy Chaos 8, because it is just absolutely incredible. That, and it's currently one of the best ways to apply the new frost damage on the monk, since the regular ice chip is not going to work with the secondary attack or alternate attack. Definitely getting stuff done here, though. That's for damn sure. Let's see if we can't get a big boom in there. There we go. Once you set it off, then it becomes a lot easier to keep it going, but getting a big pack of them blown up right up front is kind of crucial. Wow. Let's see if this assassin will survive. Alright. Yeah, he's surviving those grave infections. Just not enough damage. They have so much health now. See, we got a big old push of flyers coming in. I'm going to hope that PDT Skyguard helps it out. And another huge, huge benefit you get from this Frostfire is it gives the monk a lot higher effectiveness against flying mobs, which has been a bit of a problem in the past, killing some of the large packs of wyverns. Not an issue at all anymore with that Frostfire Remnants on there. The Frostfire Remnants, of course, comes from the Drakenfrost Keep map this week that will be ending on Monday night at midnight Eastern Time. But the mod will come back around in a rotation, and there's just tons and tons of them for sale, so relatively easy to locate. And then Grave Infection comes from any of the pirate maps. But this is what I've got going on. Like I said, they're all 10 out of 10, so I went on and Chaos 8'd this bad boy, and it is just ridiculously good. Let's throw another upgrade in over here. Let's get one there as well. I should probably get some more ups on those explosive traps. A couple more ups on these explosive traps, and it's going to be good game over here. There we go. Got both of those to tier 3 anyway. Now let's see if we can't give a little help here. Let's get a big boom. And there it is, just lighting them off. It's a lot of explosions when you get a big pack like that. Because your melee attack, of course, is a cleave, so it's hitting all of those enemies. And if you can get, you know, say half of them down, they're all going to explode. Just creating a massive chain reaction. And then you see the grave infections really procking up inside there. Let's see if we can't get Gregory down here. Oh, I'm taking too much damage. I better back off. I still haven't gotten these fissures up yet, but I'm going to jack them up at the end of this wave. Oh, I didn't get a kill out of that. Gotta get that nuke going on it, really. These mobs are so healthy now. The nuke, even though it appears, you know, it's the last swing in the rotation. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, that big overhead swing. It appears like it's just not a big AoE, but it's still an area cleave. So it's hitting everything in that area. If we take a look at this lane over here, let me get my boost back. Double jump for the win. And you see it just blows up that entire pack. And then each one of those enemies that died exploded, which just left stack on stack on stack of the Frostfire remnants. The majority of the damage in that setup is not actually coming from that lingering effect. The lingering effect is just what's keeping it going. The big damage is coming from all the booms, and without the booms, there would be no keeping it going. So it's definitely all about the boom with the Frostfire remnants for sure. See, it is just wrecking it up. You get enough of them chained up, and it's going to take out just about any pack. It's a very gratifying smashing sound as well. And then combined with it having frost damage, because a lot of these enemies are drenched, that's what's giving you the freeze in the mix as well. So it's just extremely, extremely powerful. In my opinion, other than the regular frost damage that we're getting every week from that ship, this has been the best mod so far out of the new mods that came with Drake and Frost, in my opinion. And then, you guys already know I'm a big fan of grave infections, so adding the two of those together just makes it really, really absurd. Alright, let's jack these fissures all the way up now. We're going to get them both all the way up to tier 5, and hopefully that really thins out this pack over here. And what do we want to do here? Let's hit the flame aura, both fissures. And then I feel like even another round of ups on the Skelly lane could be pretty beneficial. Let's hit all of the things here. All the stuff and things. Actually, I can't do it all, looks like. Sadly. Now, what do we got for bosses here? We got a Cannon Ogre coming, which, you know, that reflect beam down there is going to save the day with it. And then over here, it looks like we had a Draken. We had the Draken Lord, whatever you want to call him. It had that guy is coming. Get some shots in there. Let's pass that along over here as well. Actually, I want to see if these fissures are doing any better now. Yeah, they're eating through them now. Very, very nice. couple of big booms goes a long way. And basically just going to go back and forth as the buff falls off. As soon as the Frostfire Remnants is gone off the ground, then I know the chance of getting a Grave Infection proc there is non-existent. Okay, here comes the Cannon Ogre. I kind of hide here just a little. The Cannon Ogre is healthy. Looks like he's turning back around. I'm going to leave the Cannon Ogre. He seems a little bit derped. However, Boss Man here, not necessarily the same situation. Let's see if we can't get him without the boost. Still got him. Not too shabby. A nuke from the monk without the boost in the mix, of course, is substantially less, but looks like the Cannon Ogre's aggroed something buggy. Something back over inside. They've got the freebie on that one. Lots of skellies. Get a boom. Get a couple of booms up here. Yeah, that's some heavy-duty stacks right there just from those. Looking good. Assassin's down. See if we can't get a big boom up in this lane too. Man, it's just so gratifying seeing all those pop. Just an absolutely wonderful thing. I mean, the nuke is good enough, you know, just the nuke by itself is so amazing. But then when your nuke makes them all pop like that, oh, jeez. Just good stuff, no doubt about it. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and hit these. I know Wave 5 can be real sketchy with flyers here. So let's hit both of these guys. Let's go ahead and hit this snake all the way up. You know, what are we going to have coming here? Looks like we've got Gribs. We've got a Hex Thrower there. The old sniper. So let's hit these lanes up. A couple of ups there, and then we'll just go right into the Flamar there. I'm going to save that 52. Actually, I got nothing to repair. There's no point in saving it, but see if we can't do the same thing. Some very nice big pops there, no doubt. Oof, Lava Guardian hits hard. Let's get him burnt out while we can. And we're jacked up on that side. Let's get this side squared away, and then we'll take a look at the other side of the map. Actually, there's not enough enemies here. The strength of this Frostfire Remnants is dependent on how many enemies are in the lane. The more enemies in the lane, and the bigger the lane, and the more overwhelming the lane, the better that mod is. Because, of course, it's hitting more enemies. Every enemy it kills with those explosions is reprocking. So it's just extremely powerful on these maps like this, where it's got just a ton of enemies all coming down a really tight area together. Makes it just completely ridiculous. Which is kind of nice. I'm sure everyone out there has had their share of getting overrun by some big heavy lanes and Onslaught. It's nice to have something that directly counters that. Let's do it again over here. Big pop. And man, they are stacked up. That is just gorgeous. Yeah, they're still going strong over here, but you know what? Might as well get one more big pop. Let's really load them up. Alright, so they are fully juiced over there, let me tell you. And looks like this lane's quieted down. This has definitely become my new favorite mod, there's no doubt. And then I was mentioning the flyers earlier. Let me deal with these assassins. If we take a look at this huge pack of wyverns here, and we actually lost our sky guards, so that worked well. And just all of those booms going off up in the air clears that entire pack of mobs out. Just so absolutely amazing. Here's Gribbs. Let's see if we can't get the sniper too. And there we go. Not too shabby. That was floor 303. Now, obviously, this map has lots of DU available, and it's pretty easy to manage these lanes, but that one went pretty darn well. So that will do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I will indeed be back soon with more Dungeon Defenders 2. How about that C8 amp? Or not. It's worth a shot. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you next time.